Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we're going to be taking a look at more than 10 high-value EDC fixed blades that fall into that micro or neck knife category. I went with 6.5 inches and under for the requirements, and I think with the exception of one or two of these, they all come in under that $50 price point. I will have every knife you see in the video today linked down below in the description. Now, if you're looking for your very first EDC fixed blade or your first micro fixed blade, I think this will make a great option. This is coming from KHU. They are the sister company to a much larger kitchen cutlery company, as well as Monster. KHU is the outdoor company to both of them, and they put out a very solid knife. And they always come in D2, or at least all the ones that I have handled have come in D2 and a good D2. They know what they're doing. They're putting out good quality at a good price, and they are probably selling them by the bunches. The main company, the kitchen cutlery company, has been around for quite some time. This does come with a nice package. You get the chain, a pancake Kydex style sheath here with a bunch of lashing points for however you want to carry it. Ulti-clip, scout straps, the chain, a tech lock. You can do what you please, and it does have great retention. You have a nice positive click in and out. We're going to be looking at D2 steel here with a black wash finish on this drop point blade. We have a nice saber grind here, making this a very tough knife right here. Look at the blade stock on this thing. You actually feel like you have a decent cutting tool in your hand. For as small as this thing is, it actually feels very robust. It is quite a bit heavier than most knives in this size. And then we have some nice slabs of G10 here. Going to fill out 3 fingers. That's what it was designed for, but it fills the hand out very nicely, and you can always put a lanyard in there if you want to add a little bit of reach for those other fingers. But at 20 bucks, it would be a great one to try out for your first one. You're going to get a solid cutting tool that can fit in a multitude of different areas. This is going to be the Kaiser Scuttler here. Now, if you're looking for that scalpel style micro EDC fixed blade, this is a nice package as well. You're going to be getting a taco Kydex style sheath. These are coming in right around $30. Couple of different lashing points. This does come with a belt loop style clip or pocket clip. It does work fine for keeping it retained in the pocket. It's not going to give you a tactical advantage by being able to rip this thing out of your pocket like maybe an Ulti clip would, but it holds the sheath and the knife in your pocket just fine. I've had no issues. I wrapped some paracord around this. It does come bare bones. This is the stone washed D2 version. You have that nice modified sheep's foot style blade, and just make a nice little lightweight carry, kind of a backup carry. And like I said, this entire package weighs under 3 ounces. 30 bucks, not too shabby if you're looking for that scalpel style. So next up, we can't really bring up micro EDC fixed blades unless we bring up the CRKT Minimalist. And this is one I've had for quite a while. Comes in a nice little package. You get a paracord, neck lanyard here, and a nice little pancake sheath here. They have a ton of different blade shapes, and I mean probably 5. And I think they might have more sizes now as well. And there might even be more blade shapes than that. But this is the clip point style blade here, and we're looking at a G10 handle, and it does come with a nice little lanyard. This gives you a direct way on how to grip this thing. 3 finger with the pinky on the lanyard there, and at least in my hand, this thing feels pretty good. This is, a considerable micro EDC here, but it would make a nice blade. You're not going to be getting anything insane with the steel. I think this is like 5 CR maybe. So you're not getting anything special with the steel. But if you just really, I'm a collector and enthusiast as well. So this was just in my nature to pick it up and add it to my collection. If that's not the phase you're in, then this is probably not something I would recommend. If you're looking for a higher value EDC fixed blade, I wouldn't recommend this to you. But if you're collecting and you see a blade shape you want and a minimalist fits in your collection, you know, I can give that stamp of approval. I know that exact feeling. And the minimalist, you know, as at 30 bucks in the materials, you're not getting quite the deal that you would hope, but it'll be a fine fixed blade for general use. Next up, we have the Holtzman Snake Eyes. And this thing comes in another nice package. Some companies don't get that right. So I'm saying that because these are, for the most part, coming out of the box, so that way you have a couple of different ways to carry them, at least one solid way. But in this case, it comes with a chain, so you can carry it that way. It also comes with a pocket clip, so you have that ability too. I like having that versatility where I can have it around my neck and then take it off if I want and put it in my pocket. A nice Kydex taco style sheath here. The only part where this knife really lacks is going to be the thumb ramp department, but you know, for just general use, it'll be just fine. You're not going to be pulling this, you know, in and out of the sheath 1,000 times a day. It'll be a few times a day and it'll be just fine. Skeletonized D2, it's completely coated, and just this would make a great little cutter right here. And those are usually right around the $30 price point, but can be found under it. If you've been saying you like all those, but you need something a little smaller, check out the Demco Armiger 2. This comes with you can take this off. I put it on though, or it comes so you can put it on. I threw it on. That way it's just easy to take on and off of those chains. Comes with this pancake style sheath here. And then we do have, it has good retention in and out, and that is going to be reversible. So that's a nice touch right there from Demco. This is the clip point version. They did sheepsputs, clip point, and I think one other. And then they also did serrated version. So there's several different ones that you can choose from. I went with the clip point and satin, straight edge. And then this has some sort of Krylon texture. It's like a rubber plastic texture. Feels pretty good though, and works pretty good in hand. Here again, if you need kind of a backup cutter. And then this is coming in a 403 stainless steel, just a basic stainless steel. But those come in right around $25, so not too shabby on the price tag for the Demco Armiger 2. And here again, we can't really bring up a list of micro EDC fixed blades and not bring in one of the reigning kings, the Essie Candiru here. Fantastic little knife right here. I've put this thing through its paces. I absolutely love it. It does come with a bulky pancake sheath. I need to get a different one and really get this thing back in my pocket. $10.95 with a powder coat. Essie speaks for itself. I think these come with a tech lock or a big bulky pocket clip, I think is what it is. Can't remember. I've been running this as a neck knife for a long time, just putting a chain through here. I used to carry it scout. I've carried this every pretty much which way. Beautiful micarta handles here. 3-finger knife again, and this is something you can use. They're a little bit more. This is one that comes in over the $50, but for that you're getting USA made, proper 1095 heat treat and powder coat, along with beautiful fit and finish across the board, and you're getting a lifetime warranty, so you can use this thing up and not feel bad about doing it. Essie will have your back if something were to ever happen. The Candiru is definitely one to take a look at. If you're willing to spend a little bit more, you'll get quite a bit back for your money. Now, if that looks great to you, but you can't afford that, I understand. And for anyone that's going to scream and yell, don't bother. for the people who love the Candiru but can't afford it, this is a good option right here. And this is how the Candiru should have came. The sheath should have came. And no, it doesn't fit. I've tried. But a nice taco Kydex style sheath here. This is coming from Brother Knives. It is very seriously comparable to the Candiru, but it does have Brother right there. And this is going to be the F015 black washed D2 drop point blade. Nice textured G10 textured blue G10 here, and a fairly thin blade stock here. But this is a nice little package, and these come in right around 20 bucks. The retention is nothing crazy on this knife here. This is one I've usually kept in my pocket. Hasn't been a neck knife for me ever. This is usually one I put a scout strap on or a alti clip and ran that way. But it's not bad. It ain't gonna just fall out, but it doesn't require a whole lot to pull it out of the sheath either. But like I said, it's not just going to fall out, but it's not the best to just have dangling from your neck all the time, right? So on the belt or into the pocket, this went for the most part. But for 20 bucks, and it wouldn't be hard to just, for anyone who ever worries about that, you can heat up this Kydex and just form it. Don't overdo it, but for anybody who's ever worried about that and says, hey, how's the retention? Out of the box is something I worry about, so you know. But if it ever happens, you can just heat this up and kind of close it, and that'll close up the retention. I've never felt the need to do that with this one just because of how I carry it, and I know. But you can always heat it up and kind of get it formed back together a little closer on that knife, and that'll increase the retention on the fixed blade. You know, as long as you work it, don't overdo it. Hair dryer, heat gun, you know, be careful obviously, and do it with discretion. Just do it, be careful. That's your lesson for this one. Now, if you love everything you've seen but you want something extremely small, then the Cancun Necker here, this might be a good option for you. I bought this just for fun. Comes with this pancake style sheath. You do have a lanyard hole back here for a lanyard. Good retention on this thing as well. In and out, very good. G10 for the onlay here of the handle. And then you just have a straight edge D2 straight edge D2 blade. I believe it comes in D2. That they use a ton of it, and just a nice little edge, just a backup cutter, right? But that's why I got it. This can go pretty much anywhere. I mean, I can fit it in my hand. So, and these are very, very inexpensive, under 20 bucks. So, pretty cool little fixie there. Now, next up, you're getting a 3-for-1 in a sense, but we have a couple more Holtzmans coming up, and these are in the micro EDC fixed blade category, but the sheath and the system makes it a much larger knife, you know, in pocket or around the neck. It's just a much larger knife. But in regards to the fixed blade itself, it is actually a micro EDC fixed blade. We're looking at Holtzman's D2 again. These are a little bit more robust than the Snake Eyes. You have some thicker G10 here with a G10 liner, and these are extremely comfortable for a 3-finger knife. And it does come with a diamond sharpener here. It comes with a ferro rod and striker. It comes with a pocket clip. It comes with paracord. It does come in a very, very nice package, and these are very affordable depending on the model. They range from 20 to like 40 bucks or so, but to get good D2, which Holtzman does a fantastic job on their D2, and G10, the ferro rod, you know, I know it's not the most conducive to putting it in your pocket. You could take this off, you know, permanently take it off. And you could take this off as well and that would really slim it up. I know it's not the best in and out of the pocket. Now, if you're careful and you're not pulling it in and out of the pocket all the time, which I don't know why you would be, at least the sheath right, it's not that bad. So you could take it or leave it. That's up to you. But it does come in a nice package. And you got to remember as well, these aren't really geared so much for EDC as they are companion outdoor fixed blades, but they definitely fit the role of an EDC fixed blade that's going to provide you quite a bit more capability. I have a couple of different blade shapes here. I had this one sitting off to the side because it's brand new to me. I just pulled it out of the box to show you with these two actually, but you can see different blade shapes, different finishes, different G10 liner colors, and just different styles of blades and handles. So there's plenty of different options, depending on what you think you might like. If you like that more targeted grip, or the half targeted, if you will, or just something a little bit more neutral, they got all of that and a plethora of different blade shapes, and they all come in under that $50 price point. I think it's a very solid deal from Holtzman. So we have 3 left, and these are my 3 micro fixed blades of the year. And it was ultimately very, very tough to do 3, 2, 1. So we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and we will end with the best micro EDC fixed blade of the year, in my opinion. Coming in at number 3, the only thing holding this thing back is it is a little high on its price by just a little bit. These come in at $50. The QSP Canary, I just pulled it off my neck. I've been wearing this one for quite a while now. Comes with this nice chain, a carbon fiber pancake style sheath, 14C 28N steel, and you're getting a micarta blue jean handle. They did a ton of different versions of this knife. Another 3-finger fixed blade here. You have jimping, ran up the spine. Excellent execution. I wish this was down around the $40 price point, and man, at 50, it's still 100% go. But if this was a little bit cheaper, it would be just fantastic. The QSP Canary is as solid as you can get, no question. Next up, number 2, we have the Petrified Fish Bison Taco Kydex style sheath. You get a nice chain with it as well as a couple of different ways to mount it to the belt. You get a tech lock and you get a pocket clip with it. These are coming in $33 right now, which is absolutely insane. 14C28N, and that's what I'm talking about. You're getting all that for $33, where this is $50. It's a great package. It's just I wish it would come down a little bit. But for $33, you can wrap paracord around this. You could make scales if you wanted, but I'm leaving it just the way it is. It is ultra lightweight. You have this nice drop point blade. It's not really a drop point. It's more of a trailing point, but it works really well as, a lower tip knife, even though it's up a little higher. It's just very easy to use that tip, the belly. It's easy to make longer cuts. This is the other one I've been testing out. I ran this one for months in my pocket, but these two lately have really been taking up a lot of my time, just depending on which way I felt like going. But my micro fixed blade of the year is going to be coming from Kaiser, and it is a D. Sharon design, the Muskrat. Love this thing. Excellent, excellent design. You can tell he put a ton of time into the design of this knife, and he told me as so. He put a lot of time and effort into this design, and the sheath, it does come with a belt clip, pocket clip attachment. It works in the pocket for retaining it, the fixed blade, but it's not going to allow you to, again, rip this out of your pocket like an Alti clip and some of these other clips will. But as far as just keeping it in the pocket, it'll do that just fine. You have a nice ramp here on the Taco Kydex style sheath, which is excellent execution there. And you can get a full grip on this thing as you pull it out of the sheath, which makes a big difference. And it's a big deal to get a nice grip on it without changing your grip. That is perfect. And the cool thing about the Muskrat here is it comes in a wide range of choices and steels and finishes. There's D2 like this one with G10. There's 154 CM, and I believe S35 VN is coming as well, or it's already out. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's even more variations to come here in the future with the Muskrat. But that is my top 3 micro EDC fixed blades of the year. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what was your favorite from today's video. I love hearing from you guys, your thoughts and opinions on all these knives and companies. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button on your way out. That really helps push the video to more people. And if you're new to my channel, I release daily knife and EDC content just like this. Make sure you're subscribed and you ring the bell. That'll notify you anytime I release new content. I'll put a couple of new videos up on your screen right now. Go check the one out you haven't seen. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.